Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another YouTube video. I'm playing Madden today. Like, I never played Madden before, so let me see how this goes. I have played like a few matches, but that's it. So, it's loading. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I'm gonna go rookie because, you know, I'm not that good. This is just like my a couple times playing, so. Josh Allen. I wish it would load in already. It's loading. Let's go.
Tonight.
W's. I'm gonna go middle.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
It's not W's for me, but
and they'll start at the 25.
That was a good kick, though.
Decides against returning it. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Stop blocking me. W's. He didn't make that far. That was good.
Give him 5 on
Let's
the
go
carry
forward.
It'll be second down.
I don't know how to say that, but oh well.
Stafford now to throw. That's complete to his
W's.
W's. Out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I'm going for the zone again.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
W's.
His defense is so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing
W's. I got that one too.
We've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing
I'm gonna try to get this one also.
To go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
W's again, bro.
Brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Sacked him.
That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
Front
door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Let's go for cover 3. Cloud.
Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
No.
And this one is
I was wanting him to intercept that, but he didn't.
Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete,
he might make
but they
that.
take a big shot early.
Like the
Probably
script,
not.
If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs. Last season's comeback player of the year. A man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played.
Let's go for the pass. Because I like passing better.
You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where
Let's
the defense
pass
coordinator was saying, how well can we
Passing
stay with these
easier.
receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
W's. W's.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pick up there.
That's a W.
Yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass catching
threw
abilities,
that
and
and
if they're
far.
able to continue to find
Caught
him
it.
here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Let's do that shit.
First down. Here's Burrow.
W's.
Complete. And he gets
First
this one
down.
inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed.
I don't know if he's going to catch it or not.
The hands, a great catch.
He did, though.
And because of that speed, you have to respect
Chase.
it as a defender. So you have to either play
pass
off
it.
or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do
I hope I
exactly
don't get
what you said.
intercepted.
Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big time.
Touchdown.
W's.
Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
W's. Chase got that again. Let's go for the...
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
That's big
And he's got it to
W's.
make it 7-0 Bengals. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Let's go for the middle.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
That's a W.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Not really, but okay.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're able to get
He didn't even go far.
The 35.
He didn't go anywhere, I think.
One quarter gone by, 3 still to play. We'll be back in a moment here at the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And his throw
is
incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go for the man.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not much room to speak
got
of.
sacked
Get about
hard.
3 up to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself.
Intercepted.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked
Eli
problematic.
Apple.
Hit him as
What
he
kind of
threw
name
it,
is Eli Apple?
and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure's in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And
no.
On the deep ball.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the
7-0, second quarter.
He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play, keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete.
Okay.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness.
I'm about to
I liked
intercept
that they took
it.
a shot downfield, but it was well
That would
covered.
have been
He's
bad
able
if he
to get a hand
intercepted
in
it.
and knock it away.
Let's pass it.
Now
Bro,
they face
that
a
was
3rd
all
and
over my
10
phone.
after back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Burrow will throw.
That's W's.
And it's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times we see
Let's go for the
it.
pass
I still get a
again.
kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
That's a W.
They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback.
That couldn't even get through.
Coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it.
That was
if
good.
there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up
touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance.
Didn't even get tackled
That's
neither.
2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That's W's.
Extra point by McPherson.
It's not L's, it's W's.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off.
Even though I'm playing on like
reception.
the easiest mode, but still. For that one, nope, I missed that hard.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to
Nope,
kick this
I made
one
that,
away.
yeah. He's gonna catch it, W's.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And the Rams now coming out on the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go for the cover 6.
Throwing is Stafford.
No.
Akers back-to-back
W's,
catches.
but still, I trying to sack him. It didn't work.
It's also 3rd down. Now Stafford.
W's intercepted.
It's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That
No.
almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Wait.
And that ball
No.
incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
Okay.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete.
Bro.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
That's L's.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
That's not W's. That's L's, sadly.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Let's
yeah,
go
this
for
is exactly
them,
why
man.
you practice a 2-minute
Cover 2,
drive
man.
through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone. And
He's an L for that. I mean, it's a W for us, but it's an L for them.
Let's face it, if you want to get back
Just
into
what
the
he
game,
did
these
there,
are the kind of throws
I
you
could
gotta
tell.
hit. He's wide open right there. Gotta be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped
No,
the pass.
that was almost intercepted.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
W's.
Trying to complete passes.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He didn't make it far, though. Let's go for the return middle.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
That's W's.
Taylor. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Is there another pass? Bro. I guess I can go for the HB. I don't know how to say that.
To get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
That's W's. 14-0. Third quarter.
Football first here to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do
I'll take that. I'll take it.
49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At least I didn't get intercepted. Alright.
Here's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, It's a guy out wide catching it, and he's
that's big W's though.
Truly leading his team right now.
I never did it before, but like that's big W's.
He's been the headliner. And McPherson on for the extra point.
That's W's. That's
and
in.
It is now 21
that's always in. 70 yards.
Gets him 6 on a very, very tidy
Let's go for
drive that time.
Kickoff middle again, like I always do. Okay, okay. W's.
McPherson on to kick this one away.
Reason why I said W's because that's a good kick.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Pumpkins. The reason I said pumpkins because it rhymes with it, kind of.
Stafford on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Let's go for the zone.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
No. Intercepted again!
Tonight he's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done
That's
yet.
like the third time intercepting them.
Brandon, this defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
No.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was an L.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
That's W's. That's always W's. I'm trying to do like a run the whole time.
I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go. Let's go for the inside zone run.
Back to Mixon on first down. Down to the 25. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
That was an L.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, here's Mixon.
That's W's.
Rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's
You have to run that, bro. Like, you have to.
Speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast.
Let's go.
In this case, we've got a guy who's
I was not
quick
expecting
and
that.
fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Let's go for the run.
They'll give it to Mixon. And
Shit,
finding
bro.
to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
And he is
W's.
Touchdown, Bengals. Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Mixon.
McPherson now for the extra point.
It's about to go 30-0. I'm trying to make it 30-0. I'm gonna try to.
28-0 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
It's good. Like, it's good. Like, this one's about to be a good win.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
That was a good kick, actually.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams ready to go on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Let's go,
and
cover
in today's
2, man.
NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
I could have did that, but I got too much distracted on the other dude.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go for this cover 1.
Here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a bad throw for them.
Robinson, the intended receiver.
He looks so disappointed. I kind of feel bad now.
A couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks...
Intercepted again.
Tonight, it's an interception. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Let's go. W's. W's, dance it. Yeah, girls. Let's go. That was a good interception, too.
An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm going for a run.
Mixon with a first down. And now a fumble.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
The Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
Fumble. I fumbled the challenge. Hopefully I can intercept it again. Wait, no. It's my turn again. I thought it was our turn.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
I'm going to pass it next time.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt.
Let's go for 26 duo.
And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Again, it's Mixon.
No. That was an L. Let's go for the MB mash.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Inside handoff to Mixon.
No.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
2-minute warning. I don't care about your 2-minute warning.
We're back.
I'm trying to make it 30-0
after this.
or 30-something to 0.
So the Bengals in possession of the football.
Let's go for
here
the
as we get you
MB drive again.
They've got a 3rd down
dive.
as they look for one
My
more
bad.
first down to help salt this one away. Mixing up the middle. And
that was W.
Again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they?
Had it itching ear.
He's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great
the
to have 2
vibes,
touchdowns.
you know.
The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Let's go for the pat attempt.
McPherson
Square.
on for the point after.
Okay. That was W's. Not L's, W's.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5
Let's
now
go.
as he knocks another one through
Let's go.
to extend the lead.
Yeah.
A drive that
go.
time of 6 plays.
Let's go kick off middle.
Culminated in the touchdown
Kick off
run
middle is
coming
pretty
from
good.
Joe Mixon.
Okay.
After the touchdown,
Let's see this.
McPherson on to kick this one away.
That was a good kick.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell
It's
decides
35 to
returning
nothing.
it. And the Rams getting set
I don't know if I should feel bad or not.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles.
I know.
What's the message?
They're
if you're a
getting
coach for
destroyed
this
in this
final drive
one.
in a lopsided game like this.
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went.
Intercepted again.
Interception.
That was W's.
It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
41 to nothing.
For the extra point.
That was a W kick.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And that's good. 42 nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is
That
away.
was a good kick again. I'll be getting good kicks like every round.
Start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning.
They know what I mean.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
That was good.
They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Let's cover them
and
again.
calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Oh. W's! W's!
He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson, his second sack of the night.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to
I had that one too.
In this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
I did that. They didn't. I did.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And
intercepted.
Goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
Jamar Chase.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them
HB dive.
but in a favorable
I almost
spot
got it
for
drive
them.
again.
And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
That was bad.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And
That was W's!
to the end zone, it's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
48
Coaches come into
nothing.
a game preaching total team effort, CD. I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
That was bad.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When
look over the kick middle again.
And, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward is just not there.
It's so risky to get 15
that was another good
yards
kick.
On a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. What do you do here down like this in this
that was
situation?
W's,
Do you maybe
like
just
always.
pick something out of the playbook
W's.
you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that up.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Now that'll be caught by Cobb.
Hopefully that we get an interception
his
again.
First catch of the game defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Let's go for cover 6.
One last throw here for Stanford. And quickly into the hands of
Robinson.
Bro. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That was good.
So Charles are able to complete what so often
Anyways,
seems to be elusive,
YouTube, hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching me. Have a good day.